Hi everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Scorpio for the mid-August time period. I hope all my Scorpio friends are doing great. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate with you and leave the rest behind. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. In the past position, we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Cups. In the challenging position, we have the Temperance, clarified by the Hermit. In the present position, we have the Four of Cups, clarified by the World card. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Six of Wands, clarified by Death. Very interesting spread, dear Scorpio. Let's start from the beginning. In the past position, we do have the card of the Ace of Swords. It's a really powerful card to have in the spread. I kind of like that it is in the past position because you already received this, breakthrough, this clarity, this realization that set you on the right path, moving towards your goals, moving towards your dreams. The Ace of Swords also is a card of receiving justice. It's a card of receiving truth. It's a card of finally seeing what you were unable to see before. And as a result, you're so much happier, like so much more happier, because anytime we see the truth, anytime we receive justice, it helps us overall for sure. So the Ace of Swords is a really powerful card. First, because it is the very first card in the suit, so it carries a lot of pure elemental power, if you will, but it also is a very analytical card as well. The Ace of Swords is known to be a card of intellect, so it looks to me like in the past you used your intellect, you used your ability to analyze different situations and different relationships to your advantage. And I like that the Ace of Swords here is clarified by the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups is generally known as a card of wishes coming true. It's a card of a happy outcome. It's a card of a happy family as well. So it looks like in the past you were able to receive this amazing breakthrough that allowed you to create perhaps a family that how you wanted to see it, or a specific situation that kind of made you feel really satisfied and really fulfilled, where you felt like you were really getting it all and having it all. And so as a result of this powerful combination, it created a really powerful foundation for you from which you continue to benefit to this day. Now in the challenging position, we do have the Temperance card, which is a major arcana card. We also have the Hermit, which is another major arcana card. These are, very significant cards, and it's not the greatest to have them in the challenging position because, for example, the Temperance card is all about balance. So to me, this suggests that perhaps in the month of August, you're not going to feel really balanced between all these different aspects of your life. Your home life is going to be out of balance with your work life as well. Perhaps you're spending too much, at home rather than at work, or at work rather than at home. But definitely when you have Temperance in the challenging position, it could be that someone in your life is, pushing your buttons or triggering you in such a way that, it brings out the worst in you. You maybe feel a little bit irritated. Maybe, some of some of your hot temper is kind of bubbling up to the surface. But definitely when you have the Temperance card in the challenging position, it's a very big signal from the divine that you may be being distracted or held back by something that you need to quickly solve. Otherwise that may take you off the path on which you are meant to be. Definitely there's a little bit of confusion, and definitely there's a little bit of exhaustion that you may be experiencing throughout the month of August. So it's really very important to, try and take it easy if you can. You want to make sure you're very compassionate to yourself. You want to make sure you check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. If you're able to work with your vibration to make sure that it is as high as you can raise it, because having an energy that vibrates in an optimistic way is important to create plans and plant seeds for the future. But the temperance here is definitely a little bit of a worrying signal from the divine, suggesting that there is something around you that is creating a little bit of a toxic environment, and the best thing to do is to distance yourself from it. But you also want to meditate and allow your mind to tell you, what will work best for you. When you listen to your inner voice, when you listen to your intuition, you're able to shut out the white noise around you and really focus on what is truly important. So if there is someone around you who is maybe causing some unpleasantness, you definitely want to create distance between yourself and that low vibrational person or situation. Now, the temperance here is clarified by the Hermit, another difficult card to have in the challenging position, because the Hermit, it could mean that you're feeling, lack of support, like you're feeling left out in the cold, that people who normally would provide support and assistance are perhaps preoccupied with something else. They're not paying as much attention, and as a result, you could be feeling the effects of it. It could be affecting your mood. It could be affecting the tolerance for different things in your life. So you really want to make sure to really take it easy. Stop over analyzing different things, because when you over analyze things, you kind of get in your own way. Sometimes it's important to just step back and allow things to play out for you. Now, in the present position, we do have the Four of Cups clarified by the beautiful World card. The World card is a major arcana card, and it's a card of achievement. It's a card of accomplishment, that took a long time to kind of bring into reality. And it doesn't seem like you're very excited about it, because you do have the Four of Cups, which is a card of feeling kind of bored, kind of distracted, kind of maybe not disconnected, not attached to this achievement that you have completed, because other people are recognizing how much you have, really grown over the past 24 to 36 months. I mean, your life has definitely been super full at one point, and perhaps a little bit slow moving at another point, but overall you have achieved an incredible amount, and that is important to recognize. It's important to stop and recognize your own achievements, to recognize your own accomplishments. You are someone who has a certain level of expertise, and other people do look up to you. I mean, first we have this World card, which is again a card of accomplishment, and then we have the Victory card. The Six of Wands is a card of victory. The Ace of Swords is a card of victory as well. It's the card of using your thoughts and emotions to accomplish something, controlling those thoughts and emotions, controlling your plans, controlling your strategies, moving ahead, moving forward in a very calculated, careful manner, and accomplishing no matter what. I mean, you are definitely an incredible person, Scorpio. You definitely stand out. People notice you, people speak about you, and that's important to recognize. It's important to acknowledge as well. Now, the Six of Wands is clarified by death, which is an interesting combination, because on one hand, the Six of Wands is a card of victory, but on the other hand, the death is a card of transformation. So it does seem to me like your perspective on victory, your perspective on winning is changing. There is something that is currently being transformed in your life, and some of it is quite unexpected for you. Like you did not, ever imagine, that it would be happening. But there's definitely some sort of a transformation that is happening, and that on one hand is very profitable for you. We do have the World, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Six of Wands. I mean, these are very optimistic, very powerful, very positive cards. But it's interesting that you're going through some sort of a transformation, where you are growing and where you are changing, where certain things are ending in your life and new things are beginning in your life. And so this could be why you're feeling a little bit apathetic. But usually this card, apathy, and not, a lot of times it comes right before something amazing happens. And we do see the Six of Wands, which is an amazing card. So don't worry about if you are feeling a little bit like disconnected or dissatisfied. It's not unusual. It's very natural. Allow things to continue unfolding as they have been unfolding, because you're definitely on your way. You're definitely going to be reaping a lot of rewards. I think this birthday season that is coming for you, dear Scorpio, soon. We are in August right now, so we do still have some time before we get there. But I think you're going to be surprised by how incredible your birthday season is actually going to turn out, because you've planted some incredible seeds and they're growing and they're bringing rewards. And I think that this is really significant, that the way you're looking at victory, the way you're seeing success and triumph is changing a little bit. Your priorities are changing a little bit. What you used to admire perhaps is no longer the same way. But with the Six of Wands, there is a little bit of caution as well, because we do see other people in this card. And it's important to remember, while on the surface people will always praise you, under the surface they may not be so supportive. Generally throughout the month of August would probably not share too much information, especially when the spotlight is on you, and other people are kind of praising you for it. I would just be kind of careful. Allow the praise to take place, but I would not kind of push it further, because not everyone is happy. And it's important to, especially in the Neptune retrograde time period we're going through right now, it's important to keep your cards close to your chest. Don't share too much information. But yeah, I mean, overall I do think that this Temperance and the Hermit is going to make itself felt. Like, this is a pretty difficult combination, to be honest, and it doesn't look like it's going to be resolved in the month of August. Do check back with me when I do a reading for September, which will be this coming weekend. Definitely check back to see how things play out in the month of September. I'm also going to be looking for that, because I'm now really interested. But try to take some more time off for yourself, and when you do take time off for yourself, make sure you spend it wisely. Make sure you focus on your health, make sure you are very compassionate towards yourself, make sure you do wholesome things like take walks in nature, reconnect with something bigger than yourself. Let's see what we can clarify with the mystical wisdom card that I pulled, and we have Epiphany. Seek clarity. Interesting. Epiphany very much here connects with the Ace of Swords, so more clarity is needed. And this particular card, Epiphany, is all about experiencing clarity, or a sudden realization, or spiritual flash that will change the way you view yourself and others around you. You get to see the situation more clearly, as if someone just switched on the light, and with this clarity you can actually see the truth. You will also gain a sense of control within yourself to make positive decisions that will bring about happy and joyful outcomes. And the affirmation for the Epiphany card is, I can see clearly now. Let's see what we can clarify with the answers from angels cards, and we've got it's up to you and communicate clearly. Interesting. Definitely in the month of August, if you are going to communicate, make sure it is very, very clear. The way you communicate clearly is you have to practice writing down your thoughts. When you write down your thoughts, you can get rid of words that that don't really help communication of your thoughts. And it becomes like you can actually organize your thoughts much better. And better organized thoughts means better communication, means better result in getting what you want. So communicating clearly is, quite difficult. It's not as easy as it sounds, especially when we feel upset or when we feel like we're irritated. Emotions can cloud our thinking, and then we're unable to communicate the way we want to, or we think we communicate clearly, but it comes out, quite differently because emotions are doing all the talking. It's important to listen to your emotions because emotions have important messages that you can then apply to yourself, but communicating with emotions is not always going to get you, where you need to be. So make sure to communicate clearly, make sure to kind of organize your thoughts well, and that helps to, in order to do that, it always is important to write thoughts down and also to meditate. And it seems like in the mid-August time period, the divine is giving you the power. It's up to you to make the decisions that you need to make, because the divine is saying that whatever decisions you choose to make, whatever evaluations, you do, it's up to you to choose, sort of which direction you want to move in. It's up to you if you want to stay friends with a particular person or pursue a relationship. Right now, you are closing out a cycle and you're beginning a new cycle. That's why you have the world, which is completion. That's why you have death, which is transformation. So something is coming to an end so that you're able to begin something new. You also have the Fool crowning the deck here, which is a signal of a new cycle beginning. So make sure to rest up for this cycle that is coming to you, because you're going to have to plant a lot of seeds so you can continuously reap rewards. Make sure to plan, have a very defined strategy and a very defined plan regarding your work, regarding your home life. Where do you want to be in 5 years when it comes to your home versus your work life, and move in that direction. But definitely you want to make sure that you're very clear about the choices that you're making, because the divine here is very much communicating to you, be very clear. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Scorpio. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope to see you this weekend when I'll be doing readings for the September month. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, where I, post high vibrational messages that kind of help you stay focused on positivity, that help you stay in that high vibration as well throughout the day. That is important to remember. Again, thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.